How we doing, Robust family? And we have a show coming up now, and I know you're gonna love it. But before we continue, can I ask you all to just do me a small favor? I need you to give a robust smash to that like and subscribe button. It helps us a lot, and it makes sure that you do not miss a breakfast show beat. Do it right now, click that button, and I'll see you in the show. See you in a sec. Oh, good morning, it's a good morning, it's your breakfast show and it's a dawning. I don't know what country you're in, but if you're on the show, we'll sing. We're gonna be with you from 8 to 10, just you and me, my friend. I'm your Robust presenter, I'm Robert Ashitey, and joining me on the sound we have Kathleen. Say hey.
Good morning.
Hey.
Hello.
Say hey.
Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
That's right, guys. We're here, the team here. We're here with you for the next 10 hours. 2 hours, not 10, 2 hours. But we could go 10 hours easily here on the Breakfast Show. Would you agree, Kat?
Yeah.
Absolutely, guys. It's a dynamic
you
duo.
would be able to.
I'll be able to. You just be like a corpse. Your hands will be moving. You just, I believe in you, Kat. Kat, you've come a long way. And the way you got the consistency going with your coffee and all that stuff, I'm proud of you, Kat. Wow, what was that? What you just did with your eye?
Wake up.
It's that time. Guy, how's been your morning, Kat?
It's okay.
Yeah?
Normal morning. Nothing new.
Why do people talk like that? I say this with the teens, like, so how was your day at school today? They're like, oh, just normal.
Yeah.
I'm like even in the morning, there's highs and lows. There are adventures.
No, the same thing as every day. Wake up.
Stop talking like that.
Get ready.
All right, you know what?
Drink coffee. Make my way to work in the darkness.
I drink coffee. I navigate my way through the darkness. I climb up the stairs to Mount Sinai to reach the studios here, and I have my mind set, yes, we're going to do splendid things here today.
That's not the reality of things.
Father of light.
Yes.
Well,
the
true.
reality is you just woke up and made your way to work.
Clearly, I see things differently than most people. Well, guys, you know what? Truly, it is in the eye of the beholder, and it's great to have you here with us, Kat. And, looking here, we've got our breakfast show WhatsApp line. We've got our listeners. Oh, my gosh, it's already, the chat's already popping off of our breakfast show faithfuls today.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Not oh, dear. It's, right? What?
Yeah.
Did something go wrong?
No.
Okay, good. Words are powerful. Words are so powerful. Mm-hmm. So we have here the one and only Mr. Gillette Smart this morning saying, good morning, Breakfast Show staffs and Mr. Robert. Have a wonderful Tuesday and all the blessings, family. Amen. Thank you. Mercy from Cardiff says, good morning, BSF. We're going to have a good day. Amen. Absolutely. So we have Anonymous ending 513 joining us this morning saying, good morning, Breakfast Show family. Have a blessed day all. Dominic and Kyla from the one and only Hackney. Kat, you know how I feel about that noise, man. Like, that was like, it just, like...
It's a hacking sound.
That's not a hacking sound. That's a baby getting smacked on the boom boom. Check it out. Watch this. God,
you're the one that's...
Just do it. Go.
Weird.
Just do it.
Why
Do
are you
it.
mentioning
No,
that?
do it.
Why are you mentioning that?
What do you think? Like,
why are you involving babies? That's so weird.
Well, the subject today is about lone parenting, and many times life can become... You finished?
Yeah.
Okay. Literally. Bruh. So it can be, and you have to sometimes, you have to manage children. Back in the day, if they wanted to keep me quiet as a child, guess what? It'll just be a simple...
You can't say that on radio.
Back in the day, if they wanted to keep me quiet, they would simply... Yeah, you get a whooping. All right, but nowadays things are very different, and like even Kat's eyes were like alarm bells are ringing. Just with even certain subjects that have been raised in disciplining children. And today's thing, we're actually going to be dealing with tackling success as a single parent. Now, I grew up in a single parent household. Thankfully, you being a child of Alta, you grew up with both of your parents. Yeah. But there's a whole generation of us that the majority of us became single parents. When we met our friends at school, guess what? They were parents, they had only one of their parents around, and I could say it has had an impact. It did have an impact on me growing up until I met the author of Love, and it's a big thing. But also we think about the child, but also on the lone parent as well. So we're going to be looking at tools, tips and ideas in order to support parents who are single parents that maybe sometimes because of the responsibility of this child that desires all your attention, your need, but you have so much joy for them. However, you could have your own personal challenges and issues that you have going on. You're having to balance yourself and the other person. Before, therapy of love, we learned that just get into a relationship with an adult, managing yourself and the other person is already a challenge. Now imagine a child who doesn't understand everything that's going on if you haven't sorted out yourself and the child. It's a lot of work, and dreams can be literally turned to dust. We usually have there's this thought that can come about depending on the circumstance where the person's only life goal is now children, which there's nothing wrong, but maybe there's that inspiration of doing something more. So we're going to be having our guest Sabrina Durant join us, and the one and only Shane joining us this morning, and we're going to be going through this because they were both single parents, and we're going to be hearing it from a female perspective and a male perspective. That's it, because usually we just hear one side of the story. Yes or no, Kat? Yeah, and both because men and women are different. We will see the differences because men and women approach things differently, and we're gonna see some of the challenges, the way they tackled things, and hopefully you'll get some great ideas and hear a very powerful story that will inspire you today. I want to say a huge good morning to Diana in Bullring, saying good morning Breakfast Show family, have an amazing day. Lorraine in Bullring.
Wait, hold on.
No, I'm coming to that. I'll do a U-turn. I'll segue back. Why? What's up? Yeah, I'm coming to that. Yeah. All right, then we got Lorraine in Bullring saying, good morning, Sister Robert and Breakfast crew. Mighty, Bullring support the Breakfast Show.
Yeah.
Bullring back the breakfast. I'm like, no, I don't even realize it. How many times we say Bullring? Bullring. Bullring, like in Birmingham. I don't hear Lozelles. I've seen every Lozelles pop up in it, but Bullring support.
Have we given the Breakfast Show faithful to Lorraine?
I don't know. I think we should.
I just realised.
Yeah, because Lorraine's been with us for a while, isn't it?
For a long time.
Oh my days. Well, you know what? With the power vested in me, Lorraine in Bullring, you are a Breakfast Show faithful. Yes, you are. Long overdue. Let it rain down on you right now over the screen. Breakfast Show faithful. Yes, Lorraine, you've been with us all this time, and literally you've been so connected with us, we already thought you was a Breakfast Show faithful.
Yeah.
It's good when you sweat that, Kat.
Yeah.
It's good one. That's why you're here, Kat. Otherwise I would have missed that one. Definitely another Breakfast Show faithful joining us on this morning, starting the mornings right. Definitely supporting the show. No hawker stalking at all. All right. Also, we have Chanel in South Africa, our Breakfast Show legend, saying good morning, Breakfast Show family. Love the cup of coffee. Top of the morning to ya. Yes, I love that, Kat. Yes, Kat. Yes, this is the noise I like. Yes, yeah, doing well. None of this business, yeah? All right. And then we have anonymous ending 816 saying a very good morning to all. Hey, it's the Breakfast Show. Blessed Tuesday. All good morning. Anonymous ending 816. Evelyn with us this morning saying good morning family. Amazing day to everyone. Absolutely fantastic. We have the one and only Lady Chanel joining us this morning from Kilburn saying good morning everyone. Today will be a blessed day. May you all have a good day. I feel a beat coming on. I feel a beat coming. Chanel, then Lady Jazz. She Lady Jazz. Raise up Kathleen. Lady Jazz. Chanel. We call her Chanel. Here we go now. All right. Good morning, guys. Good morning to Lady Jazz. We're on Chanel in Kilburn. Great to have you with us. this morning. We also have Clive from the Hackers. Clive from the Hackers, who's always a breakfast show faithful, saying good morning, BFS, always supporting the show. Absolutely amazing. Look, guys, so we're going to start the show this morning. I think our guests have arrived. I just hope there's somebody to bring them upstairs, because I don't know if I can imagine. Maybe we should call Shad if he's not doing anything at the moment. Okay, hopefully he'll be able to help. Let's see if our guests are coming. All right, because I wanted us all to do like a okay. Yeah, I want us all to kind of do a little thing. All right, guys. So look, we're kicking off this morning. Let's go for a very short timeout. Okay, just to get a bit of a breather. I'm gonna just pull up our guests, and when we come back, we're gonna wish Diana a happy birthday. It was her birthday on the weekend. Diana, all right, and Melia. Good morning, Melia. How are you? Yes, you're cool. All right, over there in Buring. All right, and just wake everybody up. Today is gonna go down. I'm asking for direction on the theme today, because it's a powerful subject. It's a very important subject, a very sensitive subject as well. And the idea is that everybody will leave the program completely inspired to go out there and do something amazing with the life that they've been given. So we will take a time out. Kat, what song have you got for us?
We have Cover Me by Ryan O'Fay. Featuring other people as well. Featuring other people as well that I haven't written down in the file.
Oh, right. So this was requested?
Yeah, along like a few days ago.
Yeah, is it? Okay, great. So we're going to listen to this, guys. You know, Breakfast Show, have your Shazam app ready, because you know we play the banging tunes here on the Breakfast Show because of you guys. We're right back in just a moment. Wake everybody up. It's your Breakfast Show. Let's go.
Joining you on your London commute, The Breakfast Show with Robert Ashitey.
Hey, it's your breakfast show. Oh, this is that time, guys. We are totally wired, and the table of justice has been propagated today. If you just joined us, we're here from 8 a.m. and we have to my right this morning, my left this morning, we have the lady, the one, the only, the lady so chic. I say she should have her own perfume brand. It's the one, the only, Sabrina Durant. Good morning, Sabrina.
Good morning.
How you doing, girl?
Good, thank you.
How's the joy this morning?
Good.
I don't know why I just go up a tone every time I see you, because you just like, I just feel like, why is the hat missing? Why is the, yes, Vogue, come on now, dance with me now, come on, let's go, Vogue, let's go, yes, here's another one. Okay, I'm being crazy.
Yeah.
How you doing today, Sabrina?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
It's good to have you with us.
I need a cup of tea, though.
Cup of tea?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta arrange that next time.
We'll see what Kat can put together. All right. She's the answer. Look, that's your job. She's changing my job. Changing my job description. You know.
My job description does not include food and beverages.
Your job is to do the sound. All right, and organize the studio.
No. I've recently gone over my job description,
Wow.
and I know that is not in the description.
So what prompted that to happen?
That's above her payroll.
That's above her payroll.
That's above my payroll.
I ain't getting involved.
Yeah.
as well as the intricacies of Kathleen and her sound contract. And this morning we have the one and only, the man himself, the chef with a plan. You know he can. It's the one and only Mr. Shane. Good morning, Shane. Good morning, Shane.
Good morning, breakfast.
How we doing, brother?
I'm cooking up a storm.
You're cooking up a storm. You hear that music? That's the ratatouille.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, this is it. I think that's the thing. That's it. That's how we do it.
It's like a ratatouille.
Ratatouille, yeah. Ratatouille. This is it. Shane's in the house, man. We're cooking up a storm, ain't that right?
Amen.
Look, thank you both for joining us this morning. All right, change it up, Cap. So we're gonna get on today because the theme that we're looking at today is tackling success as a single parent. Tagging success as a single parent, and we're going to go into this. However, before we continue, I just want to have a look here in the live chat. So we have Jade who's joining us saying, top of the morning to all BSF. Good morning to you, Jade. Lorraine from Boring says, I received a blessing. Thank you, Kat. You are awesome. Yes, Assistant Robert, Mighty Boring, support the Breakfast Show crew. One dream, one team. I love that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that energy in the morning. It's great. Mercy, Cardiff Fighters is cracking up because we're cooking up a storm. All right. Now, guess what? It's one of our listeners' birthdays. All right. And yeah. It's one of our listeners' birthdays. So we really have to kind of wish them a happy birthday. And it's our listener all the way in, Breakfast Show supporters in Boring. It's the one and only Diana. Oh. Hey. Turn it up, chat. It is for you, Diana. For you, and definitely you. Today's your day, Diana. Oh, your birthday passed, but we're just going to belate it for you. Ain't that right, Kat?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. We can't miss you out. You've been with us for a long time, and we appreciate you. Sing it to me now. Hey!
Doesn't make much sense. I ought to be alone again. Anyone who takes offense.
Yes or no, Shay? Take it.
I don't know the word.
I'll take it back.
That there ought to be a time that we can set aside
Over to you, Sabrina.
to show just how much we love you. And I'm sure you would agree.
There we go.
More perfectly
G-Shane.
than to have a world party on the day
Wait,
you came
up
to me.
camera. Birthday to ya. This to you, Diana.
Birthday
to ya. Diana.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Diana.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. That's it, Diana. We wish you a happy birthday. May this year be your greatest ever and keep going from strength to strength. Yes or no, Sabrina?
Yes.
What would you like to say to Diana?
Happy birthday.
A lady of few words, but she always hits the mark. And what about you, Shane? What would you like to say to Diana today?
Diana, I hope you have a wonderful birthday and many more blessings to come your way.
Love it. And Kat, what would you like to say to our Breakfast Show faithful Diana?
Happy birthday, Diana. Have a good week or day out with what's her name?
Malia.
Yeah. There we go.
God bless you, Diana. All right, now we've done those shenanigans. Everyone wishing her in the live chat a very happy birthday. And let's keep this show moving today. All right, so we have here, we have here Thiago saying, good morning, everyone, since the Manchester. Huh? I think Manchester's present. Yeah,
All right.
Good morning. Yeah, we take it. Yeah, we take it. Good morning, Thiago. Great to have you with us. Diana from Boring to us saying thank you. Neo Priscilla in Botswana says good morning, BFS. Dion. That's really made me laugh. You took me out of character. You took me out of character.
Yeah.
Anyway, we get the essence of it. Manchester's here. Dion, Sister Didi's with us saying good morning, BFS. Lovely to see blessed couple Sabrina and Shane. Ooh la la. Go give him a wave then, Sabrina. Go give her the wave. Give her the wave. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. Jade says, happy birthday, Diana. God bless. Malachi from Boring soldiers are the present. Mm-hmm. Birmingham? Is that Birmingham Boring?
Yeah,
Birmingham. So just Birmingham. BRG is just
Lozelles
Birmingham.
as well.
Yeah. All right. Well, welcome. Finally, Lozelle's showing up. This is great.
I'm not saying he's from Lozelles.
Yeah,
I'm saying he's from
Boring and
Birmingham.
Lozelles.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
So we don't know if he's from Boring or
okay.
Lozelles.
So it's just Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham.
Just like one soup kind of thing. Yeah.
One
Different
soup.
2 flavors, but same soup.
Yeah.
All right. Gotcha. We have Lorraine from Boring saying, Diana Boring, blow the candles out in your birthday. Absolutely. All right, guys. So look. Okay, we're gonna take it down a notch. I've got a video here. I've got a picture here to show all of you. All right. Basically, we're talking about single parenting, all right? And I really do believe that there's a difference when it comes to, there are more mums single parents. I think 90% of them are mothers, right? You have a few, but I think the case is very different. And there's even something called single mum syndrome. All right. Now, single mum, like, Shane just looks at me like, bruh. All right. But have a look at this. This is quite interesting. For example, so signs of single mum syndrome, it's actually a thing. All right. It's actually a thing. All right. I've looked for single dad syndrome. Nothing was present. Nothing. I think because women make most of the percentage, right? And it says, one, are overly obsessed with their children. Are overly obsessed, all right? And that's one of the key things we're looking at today. So much so they can even forget to do something for themselves, right? Number two, never entrust anybody to care for their kids. So they really set themselves up to kind of like not think out of the box, you know what I mean, to take total responsibility. Critical of other kids and overprotective of their own children. I think every parent can be like that a little bit. I'm like analyzing kids like the Terminator, you know what I mean? Yeah, like how are you going to influence my child, like, you know? But I can imagine as a single mom you're going to be a bit more, you know, you're trying to do your best. Ignore other aspects of their adult life, so that's when they're bigger. You just wow, that's wow. Have little regard for their kids' privacy.
You missed number 4.
I think that's right. I'll always talk and brag about their kids in front of everyone. I think that's parents though.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But maybe mum's a bit more. What do you think? What do you think?
It depends what they're doing. Like fathers be like, my son in football, he's doing so well.
Yeah.
Look at this. Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit of both.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Have little regard for their kids' privacy. Have hover around to ensure their kids don't fall behind in class. Have you ever done that, guys?
Hover around.
Like at school to make sure the kids don't fall.
In school?
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's weird, isn't it? Wow, that's deep.
No, not in
Hovering around.
school, but like just make sure they're like doing their studies.
But then
and
that's every.
That's every
Yeah.
parent, yeah.
But
Never let the kids develop individual opinions and views. I think that could be a thing.
Developing.
Their own opinions and views. I remember my mum was indoctrinating me as a child, man.
Yeah.
Especially against my dad. like literally, you know, and I think that could be a risk because they're very high, like very much more emotional. And dad's like
Trying to direct their life. And
yeah.
actually, I don't want to digress.
No, go ahead. This is that moment.
I was watching a documentary on Netflix. Not to promote Netflix, but yeah, I was watching a documentary. It was called I can't remember what her name is.
Yeah.
It was what someone did.
Last summer.
A child.
Oh.
No. So basically, the child orchestrated the death of her parents.
Is it the one that used to be like disabled? Her mum would make her disabled, and
Oh,
then she
not,
murdered.
but
her
yeah, not
parents.
even that one. No.
Gypsy
Oh, wow.
Rose.
No, it was in Canada.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
wow.
So
So-
basically, because her parents were so strict,
Yeah.
you can't have this, you can't have this, you have to study this. She didn't want to do what they wanted her to do. She wanted to do something different.
Yeah.
And so she got so riled up that she ended up getting her mum
That's
killed.
crazy. How old was she when she done this? Teenager?
I don't think she was a teenager. I think she was like I don't know if she was in her 20s or
Okay,
something. Yeah.
wow, that's deep, man. The things people that happen, but sometimes it's because the parent is trying to show care, but they don't have that kind of balance.
Balance, yeah.
That's a big thing. What was the other one we got there? The next one we got is what was it? Control whom their kids can and cannot date.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You don't need to be a mother to orchestrate that. I'm telling you, ain't happening. All right, 10. Smother their children with excessive coddling. I think that's a thing for mothers. I don't think dads are so much on that kind of thing.
Nah.
Yeah.
Even my daughter, it's about having that balance. I
Yeah.
give her the love, give her the care.
Yeah.
Sometimes like my soldier, get up. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I hear that. 11, treat their children as an extension of themselves.
Ooh.
What do you think of that one, guys?
Ooh, treating their children.
I treat my child as an extension of myself.
I think naturally as well, you do it without even thinking. Because
Yeah.
that we're a product.
I don't think that's exclusive to women. What do you think?
You have to ask the man.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Do you
I think-
because you have a son, right?
Yeah.
Do you think you
it's a big
treat?
difference.
Yeah, it's a big difference, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe if I had a
A
daughter,
daughter.
Yeah.
maybe a bit different.
Yeah.
And I think exactly that. I think girls tend to have the characteristics of their mother more, and boys are with their dad. Well, I see that in my children. My son is.
I think it's
superhero.
Yeah.
Like, he wants to do everything.
Mine's a bit different.
Yeah.
Is it
It's the opposite, right?
Not Tom. Actually, no. I think our kids are quite mixed.
Okay.
Yeah, I think my daughter, because my daughter's the lighter one, and I think their personality types kind of slightly more like me. But I think it's a mixture. I think it's a good mix. Yeah, I think in our case it's a good mix. But in some cases it could be more stronger than others.
My boy is. He's a small image of me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Can't wait to see him again. Wow, this is going to be strong. All right, and then we say reject opposing views regarding the upbringing of their kids. I even though they say this is a syndrome, they give a name for everything. But there's some of them on there, I think, you just have to be. Yeah, it has to be. But look, we're going to go into this today. Whether you have single mum syndrome or single dad syndrome, whatever it is, we want to help navigate you today for you to not give up on success. All right, tackling success. All right, because we have two people here that they've gone through it, and obviously the work still continues because being a parent is an ongoing job. Even when they've got facial hair, even though they're now looking to get married because she's found a man of God, they're still your children, but there's a battle, especially when they're young and they depend on you. And that's the thing there. Like many single parents might halt their life for 20 years. Do you know what I mean? Because of the child, because they don't see any support for the child to help them to achieve that dream. They snuff out their dream. I mean, if you guys can relate, please put it through in the live chat. If you can connect to what we're saying, please put it in the live chat. Lorraine says it's boring Birmingham. Okay. Diana from Boring says Malachi, my eldest son. Okay, that's her eldest son is on the show today. Oh, fantastic. Nice. This is beautiful. All right, so we're going to go into it now. Kat, did you manage to get the videos? Did you have any joy? Yeah, we're having a few technicals.
Still downloading them.
Is it? Has any of them come through, Kat?
Not
Shaka raka, shaka raka, shaka raka, shaka raka. Shaka raka, shaka. All right.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah, because I'm kind of having to do it on the fly. But all right, not to worry. So what we're going to do, we're going to start getting into this right now, okay, guys? And we're just going to be basically going back and forwards because we want a male and a female perspective. And also we're going to take a time out so we can digest the information that we have right now as we go through the morning today. And I'm really, really excited about this because anything to do with pursuing success and growing is absolutely valuable. All right. So, Sabrina, we'll start with you. All right. Gosh, I got some pictures from you as well, isn't it? Changing my life tomorrow. All right. So tell us a bit about Sabrina. What do you do currently? Tell us what you do.
So I run my own business as an interior designer.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it, man. I need to find some pictures here. No, I have to, because whenever I hear about your interior designing, I'm so happy. I love art.
Yes.
I love your je ne sais quoi. Actually, I'm gonna send it over to Kat now. Yeah, I love your vibe. Every time I see you, I see your professionalism. Send over to you, Kat. I see your chicness.
Oh my gosh.
And I
commend you.
Awesome. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna give Kat a chance to just put those up. I've sent it over. And so you do interior design. Yeah. Did you always see yourself doing interior design?
No, not always actually. Because I was quite creative, so I could go in any direction really.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But actually, at one point, I wanted to be a dancer.
A dancer?
Yeah. Because I used to do dance. So when I was in school, I used to, my after school activities, I used to do dance, street dance, and then we used to perform at talent shows, events and stuff like that. Yeah.
I never saw you in VYG dancing.
I did dance though.
Is it? But you in the backing crew, hiding your power or something?
Probably.
I think it was a different Sabrina in the early days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because by the time I came, I already had my son already, so I was growing up now, so I didn't really want to dance around. It was only later on when I started
the joy of the Lord came in. Absolutely, you don't get old when the joy of the Lord is present. But look at these lovely chic designs. Oh my days!
Oh my gosh.
I just want, I when you get married, it's going to be tough on me, because I always see Sabrina Durant's perfume.
Yes.
You know, I know I keep talking like that. I've been talking like this for years, but it has to happen anyway. So we've got, look at that lovely design. Look at that. Imagine this beautiful artwork, this beautiful design. I think there's a video there as well. Yeah, Kat? This is Sabrina Durant.
You managed to...
Yeah, absolutely. This is Sabrina Durant. I'm just going to say that name as much as I can while I can. All right, Sabrina Durant.
That's why I use my middle name, actually. So Yvonne. Yeah.
You know what? It's growing on me.
Yeah.
Sabrina Yvonne.
Sabrina sounds a bit French.
You sound French.
She's a French.
Sabrina Yvonne. Sabrina Yvonne. Love it. Look, watch this. She's now. Now watch Sabrina Yvonne in action. Let's see it now. Oh. Oh, sorry, I spoiled the mood. Sorry. Beautiful. The whole decor, you bring essence, you bring a sense of, because this is important for me. When I was, especially when I was single, I used to, maybe I was meant to be an interior designer as well. anyway, that's another life. But like literally, I love it. I love art. I love creativity, and I'm loving your expression there. And so Shane, so tell us a bit about what you do as well, Shane. My man.
Well, I'm a chef. I'm a qualified, long, veteran chef. I feel old.
Why are you saying old, man?
Because I've been a chef for over 20 years.
Really?
Yeah. And I've gone on many different levels, different platforms. And so where I am currently now.
I know who you are. You're that guy that makes us go to a restaurant and we ask for like something really amazing. It's really expensive. And it's a cube that looks very colourful. You cut it into 4 squares and it's finished.
See, sort of. The only thing is I've expanded on that because of our culture.
Yeah.
I realise, because of our culture, not less is more.
Thank you. Please break the trend. I know Shad would fall for it, but I don't. Kat, you don't fall for it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You go in hungry, you come out hungry. You start and you go and order a pizza.
Yeah, I don't believe. Yeah. I understand. I get it. So, I freelance to have that work-life balance, and I also do in-home dining. So I bring the restaurant to your home. And
Sabrina's like, yeah.
And that's currently what I do. I'm in the process of I took a little time out from the in-home dining for a little while last year because I had some different projects going on.
Beautiful.
I was a head chef of actually a Nigerian restaurant.
Beautiful.
In Farringdon for a few months. So I took time out to actually because I've never run my own restaurant.
Okay.
And chefing is very unsociable hours.
Yes, I've
and that's
noticed.
something I run away from.
Yes.
But I can't because it's actually what it is. Which is why I did the in-home dining, because it gives you that little bit more flexibility.
Absolutely.
And I can also showcase my talent.
So you fine-tuned your talent. You've learned to master the time in your field. Because time was, I remember meeting you in the beginning and I'm off to work. And you do some crazy hours, I remember it, boy.
Yeah. And the higher you go, so if you're going to do like Michelin star, people talking about Ramsay, Jason Athertons and these other names, these guys are doing 12 to 14-hour shifts.
Hey.
A lot of people don't realize that. So it's a lot of work.
We have some comments here from our listeners. I just think about chefing. You know what I'm saying? Like, well. All right. We have Vera Kusi's joined us from Croydon, saying Croydon connected. Great to have you with us, Vera. Chanel says, wow, Sabrina's work is beautiful. Sending hearts. Patience. And Fitzgerald says, well done, Miss Sabrina. All right. The link is catching up. But it's actually beautiful that you guys have still been able to you're a single parent, but you've worked with time to develop your things to steer the course of your life. But here's an interesting question that we have for you this morning, because right now we probably have someone who's a new single parent or someone who's a single parent right now and they feel quite stuck. All right, now don't get me wrong, depending on the children you have. Oh gosh, that's a beautiful meal you just sent over to us. Let me send this Shane and Sabrina over there. Cat can just flash it on the screen while we're talking, and we can lick our lips in and just imagine we're eating it. Yeah. So basically, so obviously, depending on number of children, depending on the age, there's lots of factors involved. But just to hear about your situation, because we can get nuggets from both of you. So tell us about how you became a single parent, starting from you, Shane, and what stage of your life?
So I became a single parent at 27. At 27. What am I elaborating on? So what happened? So was it you a young person? You were someone that was probably with the guys, or you met someone at an event, or do you know what I mean? Or you planned to marry someone and she died? Yes, so I was in a long-term relationship, like teenage love, long-term relationship, and then eventually had a child with that person. I was going through a lot in my life at that time. Smoking and things like that also played a big factor on me. I was actually a chef manager at that age, about 27. I was a chef manager in a Liverpool Street in a law firm. So I was building on my career and things like that. But the stress of things going on in my life at that time wasn't helping, like the smoking, the drugs as well, things like that.
So you was that kind of guy at that time?
Yeah, because the pressure as well, the pressure of that work and being feeling consumed and overwhelmed with the responsibilities.
How old was you at this time?
I was 27.
Okay.
Or 26, 27. And
so you became a parent at what age?
23.
24. About 23, 24.
Yeah.
So a young man, when you heard that you became a parent, right? So at that time, was you smoking? Was you a particular lifestyle? Because I know us guys, when we're like 17, we can become very reckless if we're following the wrong company, right? It's like it was the fashion, right? So was you that type of guy?
Yeah, I was a nightlife guy. Every weekend, every other weekend, out nightlife was the way forward. Smoking was my big part of my life, one for social reasons and then also for other reasons if it was annoyed.
And where did you meet your partner at that time?
Coming back from somewhere with my friend, saw two ladies and heard oi oi, and I just started talking to them. It was that was the lifestyle I was living, like oi oi. So and then got to know the person, but it was respectable. Met her parents and things like that.
Okay,
and,
well done.
And was like, they realised I was a chef and said, "Oh, you're actually doing something," because it's rare for a young black man to be a chef, especially at that time.
Okay.
So met my parents, and we started a relationship.
What was your reaction when you found out she was having a child? And you was going to be a dad?
Do you know what? It was kind of planned. Yeah, it was planned, because I remember she was talking about, I think I'm ready to have a child. But it wasn't like okay. So, but it kind of happened. But we did actually discuss it and talk about it. So yeah, it wasn't a surprise, but it was just now me preparing myself to take that next stage of life and become a parent.
So you was more mature.
Sorry.
So you was hopeful.
Yeah, I was hopeful.
And at what point did things fall apart?
I think being young as well, sometimes you don't know how to deal with certain things in situations, and you're very naive. There wasn't that maturity in sometimes. Okay, you always up and down in that relationship, always up and down, arguing. Okay, love each other. No, I don't love you. All right, let's separate for a few months. Get back together.
Yeah.
So it was that sort of cycle, and then and also then having that job at that time and going through a lot with my other family issues and things. So it just sort of like exploded. So
what caused the actual breakup? Was there a number of things?
I think I wanted to move on. I didn't see a future with that person no more. I didn't like. that's what I wanted to move on. Yeah,
So
there was a
So the Shane at that time,
Yeah.
who was in a relationship, was like, this isn't going well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just want to move on. And you was together for what, 4 years?
So I met her when I was like 18.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 18.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So that was a childhood sweetheart type thing.
Yeah.
But it still didn't work out.
No.
And how did you manage with life with the child?
So there was a lot of. I think it was quite bitter because of that continuous breaking up, getting together. When we actually broke up, I made a decision. I'm not going back. I'm just gonna move on. So they're naturally thinking, oh yeah, we'll get back together, but we didn't. So there was a lot of tension. There was a lot of arguments. I was quite aggressive back then. I was I'm not angry,
You was
but
aggressive?
Yeah, I was aggressive
Wow.
person. Yeah,
I find it hard to believe, but
aggressive.
Jesus changes everything. Man.
He does, thank God. Yeah, so I get really angry, and I didn't know how to sometimes control my emotions or articulate myself in the right way. I would just be, aggression was the way. Not that I was abusive and hit her or anything.
But did you try your best to be present as well, and to come to
when
some
we broke
arrangement?
up? Yeah. So when we broke up, I had my daughter like every weekend.
Okay.
For a long while, and then it was like, okay, I need a weekend for myself because of work. This is why I kind of got into contract catering a lot throughout my life. Contract catering is basically you work in the corporate field, whether it's banks, law firms.
During that time.
So during that time, yeah. So I'll do a 7 to 4 shift, and the basic 7 to 5, and then yeah. So I would have that. I could have my evenings. So
So you tried. So even though you weren't together, you tried to be present as a dad.
Yeah. So I'd have my daughter, like I said, every weekend, and then it became after a year or so, it was every other weekend.
And the mother had her other times, yeah. The rest of the week.
Oh, and there'd be times where I collect her from school and so on. If I did finish at a reasonable time.
Did the mother seem stressed during those times?
I would say stressed, but I don't. Yeah, there was. We tried to be amicable.
Yeah.
That word. We tried to be, there was a lot of tension, and especially being young, it was like, I don't know, it was a lot of tension. So we didn't see eye to eye as often as we should have. So it was difficult.
So even though you was present, it was still stressful.
Yeah, it was stressful.
So even though you had probably people to support, I mean, was there other family members there to support and help, or was it just between the two of you working it out?
Yeah, it was between just the two of us. To me, predominantly. Yeah.
So being present, it was a whole heap of stress. But you tried to you pitched in where you could, and you were amicable to make arrangements.
Yeah,
okay,
always.
All right, fantastic. That's beautiful. So we have a picture there of what was going on in your scenario. In your 20s, you did some time. Obviously, the relationship didn't have structure in your situation. However, you tried to be amicable. You tried to still work out things with the mother in order for you to build something. And still develop in your career.
And we did, and just sorry to go further, and we did, and also we did work together as a team, but also there was a little bit of animosity. Sometimes it'd be like parents' evening. I wasn't informed, or I couldn't come, and things like that. So then it became more friction. Because
this is important, because many times there are people who don't have the other person around, and they're unhappy, right? But in your case, they have the other person around as much as they can. But they're still not happy. So it's like you know what I mean? I mean, every situation is not an ideal situation, regardless of what situation you're with. You have couples, and might probably say, okay, at least I've got a break because the child is gone. But even if the child is gone, how much time does peace last? Right? It just depends on how you look at it. Just being alone doesn't mean you're at peace, if you know what I mean. Thank you very much for that. So that was your perspective. And then we have over here Sabrina. Now, when I was going through statistics, and obviously the way things kind of happen, mothers are usually the main carers for the children. And just to have an idea, we know what you've built now, and you've been for a long journey. I've known you for years, right? Like I said during the break, you don't age, right? You don't You don't age, thank God. All right, but so just give us an idea what the situation is that you became a single parent in,
Okay, so
and your age.
Okay, so I met my son's dad when I think I was like between 16 and 17.
Okay.
And then we was together for a little while, and then I got pregnant at 19.
Oh wow.
So I was just about to start university full time.
Wow.
And then I found out I was pregnant. So then I was like, okay.
What do we do?
Yeah. When he heard the news, he was like, I don't think I'm ready. And then I was kind of like in two minds as well. Like, okay, well, if he's not ready, then I don't know if I can do this. So I was kind of going on a different journey at that time. I wasn't planning to continue with the pregnancy. But then as time went by and it started getting more, I think as the baby was growing and stuff like that, I was just like, oh no, I'm not going to go through with it. I'll take care of him by myself, or not him, but I'll take care of the baby by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What encouraged that decision, do you say?
What helped me to make that decision to keep?
Yeah.
I think I just didn't have the heart as well, like to go through to make that kind of decision. And also I had my family as well, like it was a small family. Like I had my mum's side. I didn't know my dad at that time, but my mum was very supportive as well. So she kind of was like, oh, whatever you want to do, I'm here, I'll support you. So then, yeah.
And so obviously you were shocked when you found out you were going to have a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, how did you see your prospects? How did you see your future?
Okay, so like I said, I was about to start university, so I had everything all mapped out anyway when it came to education. So after I finished college, after I finished go to university, get a job, but then whilst I was on that journey of going to university, I found out I was pregnant. So I kind of started now shifting how I was going to do things. So then I didn't quit university, I just changed my so instead of doing full-time, I changed it part-time.
Okay.
So I could still work around my studies because I still had this dream that I wanted to do interior design. So yeah.
Oh wow! So from that early on, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, because we have different situations. We have those who have their parents around them. We have those like for me, I don't come from a big family. My mom had 3 boys, and I felt it because when she was unwell. One's traveled far away, the other one's nowhere to be seen, and we had to manage to support her when she was unwell, and it was tough. But our family has never been. Whereas my wife, on the other hand, her family was they had seven children, so there were a lot of them. The dynamics, the girls are always gluing everyone together, etc. So I mean, for you to achieve your dreams, how big was it, you having your mum around or those who were around you?
I think it was very important because at that time I needed that support network, not only from my side of the family but also his side of the family too. Because his mum was very involved as well. Wow. She would always be very helpful, I can look after the baby, Beautiful. I can help, which was good. And then I had my mum and then my little sister, my younger sister, not the youngest one, but the one after me. So she was quite hands-on as well. So it was only between three of us, or 3-4 of us. Yeah.
Because I think the biggest challenge that when I started to research this is that there are many times women and even men don't so much make this complaint, I think, because they're the lowest statistic, but women usually are concerned when they don't have no support and it's just them. Like for example, like my mum, and I think there's quite a few of our mums especially that came from abroad, and the relationship didn't work out, and they literally had to kind of work 2 jobs. They would get the money, pay for us to get someone. I remember I was looked after by so many different people. Seriously, I had one minute I was with a Caribbean lady in their house, next thing I was with an English family in their house. So they would work it out, they would work it out. So would you say that nowadays we probably have more facilities if we kind of use it to kind of get that kind of support?
Definitely, yeah. that's one of the things that I'm going to talk about as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's very important. Like, you know, if you don't have that
Structure.
or that family or whatever, then there are many things out there. Yeah.
And so okay, so we're gonna go into this. So you were still managing, you was amicable with your partner. You, in your case, thankfully you had family. Was the gentleman, was your son's dad around to help or support?
Well. He was like in and out.
It's so nice and polite, you know.
Yeah. He was in and out, but he was on the road, innit? He was
oh wow.
He was on the streets.
Wow.
So as in, like, so he was,
his mind wasn't in the right place.
Yeah.
Wow, father. And how was your relationship with him?
Again, like similar to Shane, we were up and down. You know, in the beginning of our relationship, I didn't really know what I wanted as well. So I was a bit like, oh, break up, go out with someone else, come back. Yeah. And then when we did have our child, then, and obviously in the beginning, because he wasn't on having a child at that time, but we kind of was like up and down. So breaking up, getting back together.
That's tough, man.
Yeah.
That's tough. And imagine, how was it for the boy dealing with that?
Well, he was a baby, so he didn't really notice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So guys, so we're going through it now. So we just had a bit of a background. By the way, have you got that dish that Shane was talking about? That picture? Yeah. This is. I see what you mean. The portion looks good there, by the way, Shane.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah. Because it literally would have a quarter of that in those Michelin chefs, right? A spoon of that gravy and just one broccoli. Like you go there.
You got a whole piece of salmon there.
You got a whole piece of salmon. You're changing the narrative, bro.
And a few more potatoes.
Bro, I'm proud of you, man.
Saffron potatoes.
Little by little, we're getting, we're expanding. Like,
no, we have to. I know my people like to eat, so especially that's why when I bring my services to your home, I make sure you're full.
Absolutely. Thank you, man.
You're full.
I'm glad to see things are changing. I think I'll take my wife to a posh restaurant now.
Not any.
Not any. Yeah.
Just have a word with me before we.
All right. Yeah. I have to get your review. You have to set up your webpage so you can review the restaurants. Like, does it have the Shane star of approval? All right. So guys, we're going through it this morning. All right, and we're looking at the subject of tackling success as a single parent. Okay, we've seen that there are different scenarios that people come from. We've got two different scenarios here. The key factor is that even if the person's by themselves, there's a challenge. If the person has someone in their life, there's still a challenge. If the person has someone and family, there's still challenge. No matter what, there's always going to be a challenge. We're going to hear in just a moment what they did to kind of navigate. We kind of got an idea of what Shane did. I'm curious to see how Sabrina managed it, and we're going to look at their 5 keys in just a moment. They're going to give us 5 keys each to navigate single parenting. But we've got a clip here that I want to show you, a nice TikTok shock. We're going to show this one about let's show the one about with the lady with the one with the white. The one with the white, that one there. Yeah, that to the side. Yeah, that's the one. So look, so this is how powerful women are. All right, this is how powerful women are. So long as the lady's got her mind right, because we always want to give our best for our children, isn't it? And you can never replace a dad, you can never replace a mum. Both contribute something special. However, if you're in that situation, then we have to be kind of wise on how we're doing, because we're being both parents. We're in a situation where we have to work out to be both, especially if you've got a situation where the relationship isn't going so well. But here's an example of something that this mother does with her child to get her to think really logically. Check this out.
This is your brain. Okay, we're going to see what happens if you put a negative thought in your brain. Okay, if someone bullies you, for example, this is a negative thought. What happened to your brain?
It became dark.
Okay.
It became foggy.
Okay.
And it became not clear.
So it's unclear.
Yes.
How do you think we're going to remove all of this fog?
By putting a positive thought in it.
In your brain.
Yeah.
So the clear water is the positive stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Like what?
I have a home. I have parents. I have friends that like me. I'm nice. I'm pretty. I'm witty. I'm cute.
One.
Beautiful.
Okay. So what happened to the water?
It became clear.
What did you learn from this?
So I learned from this that I always need to focus on a positive thought, even if I have a negative thought.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, thank you, Kat. That was beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, that was really nice.
She was getting her to think logically, but like, imagine if the mother's mind was dirty. Right? Imagine the mother's mind is full of that negativity, because we can only transmit what we are at the end of the day. I remember my mom, she wanted me to have war with my dad. She just, like, what that lady was doing, she was like, my mom was like, God bless her, because she was going through her challenges. She didn't know how to manage the situation, but she would just vent. She would be upset. She would vent. I'm there seeing that. I'm collecting that. I'm angry. I'm bitter as a young man. But we're seeing other parents being very intentional. You know, thank God I had an encounter with an offer of love, so he poured that water in and washed me and made everything new. But we saw a mum being there very, very, very intentional. But on the same token, we've got a dad, and I'm going to show you this next one coming up, who's also struggling. So if we just go over to that guy, the black guy with the cap, that's it, that's the one. Check this out, guys.
What keeps me up at night? What keeps me up at night? I don't want to answer this question. I'm already starting to tear. I don't want to answer this question. The intrusive thoughts of me not being a good enough father. I'm a single dad. I got 2 boys, 6 and 4. I got full custody of them, and it's difficult. It's not what I signed up for. I do the best that I can in every facet when it comes to work, when it comes to being a provider, when it comes to nurturing and caring for them, when it comes to holding space for them. If they're sad, telling them that it's okay to be sad, reassuring them. But those thoughts every single night of I'm not doing enough, or they'd be better off with someone else. What if I can't pay this bill? What if I can't do this for them? What if you know what I'm saying? Those thoughts continuously pop in my head. Like that little voice in your head at nighttime is when it's loudest. You know, throughout the day, I'm busy. I'm working, or I'm creating content, you know, so nothing really, that voice is quieted. But at night, when everything's calm, that voice tells me things like, you're not doing enough. It sucks. I'm getting a better handle on being able to acknowledge that it is just insecurities talking. It's just fears talking. It's not my true self and how I truly feel. And I know that I am doing the best that I can. And I know that the best I can is good enough. So I need to start acting like it and shut that voice up. You know, it just be loud sometimes, you know, it be getting too loud. Moving forward, what I need to do is... That's it. Beautiful. Did you ever have those kind of thoughts, Shane? That was from a guy. Did you have those kind of thoughts?
See, like his situation is a full-time parent. Me, I co-parent, and I'm not as hands-on as the mothers are of my children. But also it's that pressure to being able to make sure I can support them, sustain them, whether it's nursery fees, whether it's after school club fees, whether it's clothing, whether it's this and that. So thank God, obviously, I've been in a good position to be able to provide and be able to support and learning from.
But was you, and you was like that before you had an encounter with the offer of love? Was you that guy?
No. I wasn't as, say, considerate, or wasn't taught, or maybe I was shown, but my headspace, like when I say shown, like so it got to a point where because we wasn't gelling, there was a point
gelling.
We wasn't
gelling.
So I used to give her money, but it was through the government. Okay, I don't know what so far. So rather than coming directly and say, okay, Shane, I need this and that, we're gonna go that avenue. So my daughter was being provided in that sense, in that way.
Was it begrudging support, or was it like, okay, at least I'm doing my part as a guy?
Yeah, at least I'm doing my part. Like if that's what, and it was very sometimes always money orientated.
The relationship.
Yeah, it was about money. Because if you're not there, then I need money.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So
okay, so different stresses there, and I'm not even gonna go to like women, because I like women. I mean, we could go to women, but I know the women, especially single moms, could talk about the hardships, because I saw a lot of content with women. I just had to show that because there are men, human beings. We're fragile beings, right? And sometimes I think we kind of underestimate men as well, because men have a higher suicide rate than women, which is quite interesting, right? But we do see women as the much more, what's that word the Bible use? It uses the word weaker vessel, but to be cared for. But when men have the higher suicide rate, all right?
I can understand that. Sorry, just to get that. When I do have my kids, I'm like, it's a lot. I have them on the weekends, and you got to be planning, you got to be organizing, you got to think about breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it's a lot. So I can see as a full-time father, if you don't have that support mechanism,
it's different. Do you think that women are better at that than guys, Sabrina?
Yeah.
Yes.
Confidence.
I would say yes.
Yes. Full
Yes.
stop. Yes.
Yeah. So what do you think the stress is that women feel being a single parent? And everyone's situation is different. We can't isolate it to just one person's perspective or one lady's perspective. But what do you think the stress is that? Because like now we've got social media. My mum would speak to her circle of friends, and then she'll pour everything on me as on me and my brother, and act out her challenges, the issues, whether it's drinking or smoking at the time before Jesus came and changed my home. And she became a wonderful, beautiful mum, but before then it was a nightmare because she's got stress. She's working 2 jobs. She's working from 5 a.m. in the morning to late in the night, and then she'll come home and she'll drink. Vera, I was giving an example of how I use the oil because I have the oil event coming up on the 28th, and I remember that I used the oil on my mum's cigarettes and super tenants. And when I said super tenants, like Vera, she was cracking up in the back. She told me afterwards because there's a group of ladies that that'll be their go-to drink because it was strong. But that generation, they would get things done. They would speak with their friends, and they'll have some way to kind of relax. So everybody's got a challenge. So what would you say is the biggest challenge that women, probably from what you can see, that women face nowadays that they're venting about?
Maybe, I mean, in my mind, I'm just thinking like not having that support, because sometimes it gets a lot, isn't it? Because you're doing everything.
Yeah.
And then financially, you got to do everything as well. So it's hard to get that balance. Yeah. It's a bit hard.
It's tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's tough. All right. So guys, we're going to go into it very shortly, and we're going to start going into the keys, okay? There's keys to tackle success. That's what we're going to look at today. We're going to open up our mind for the single dads and for the single mothers as well. And also, we'll consider also to make time for Giamo, the love life. Why not? If we're going for a life, let's go for a robust life, which is complete. Because they need it. It's tough. All right, guys. So we're going to be talking about that in just a moment. If you're still with us, message us in the live chat. Say, look, we're still here. If you've got any questions to ask our dynamic duo, remember, this is your show. This is your program. And definitely, please add your comments in the live chat. If you've got something that you've experienced that you want to comment, you can send us a quick 20, 30-second voice note to our breakfast show What's Up line. All right. Kat's going to put it on the screen right now. There we go, like magic. Kat, what's the number?
It is +44 75 79 79 6845.
Again, Kat.
+44 75 79 79 6845.
And if you're seeing it online, probably you're seeing it on the Robust Life YouTube channel later on, just message us if you've got any questions about the show. Feel free, because we can't hide it, all right, Kat? Yeah. It's just there. Like, if it's a revisit, you're seeing revisit in the corner and it's a Friday, just message us, feel free, all right, and join the breakfast show broadcast. Okay, we got anonymous endings 363 saying women will willing to sacrifice everything for their children. Men does not do that. Okay, I you know what, I love that statement. Thank you so much for that 636. And I think it's true.
Yeah.
I think it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know why I say it's true as well?
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Because it's a way God always uses a mother to express his care for us. So he says, like, I forgot how the passage goes exactly, I'm hyperphrasing here, but a mother may forget her nursing child, but in the womb or whichever, but I will never forget you. I will shield you like a hen. She covers her babies under her wing. God always uses a reference in terms of the care a woman has for her child. Dads care about the child as well, yes, don't get me wrong, but he's giving you the 10 commandments.
Yeah.
but like, God, the Bible always uses the mother as a reference to show that God, doesn't forget us, and so that's why, I completely believe that, and I agree with that statement. And even though imperfect as a human being can be, as a woman can be, that they're going to try and do their best, even though it may come out in the wrong way. You was going to say something, Shane?
No, I agree with that statement to a certain extent. That men, our thought processes are different.
Yeah.
Men are from
Mars.
And women are from.
let's not bring that doctrine here. Leave that doctrine somewhere else.
As they say. But our concept, our way of thinking is different. Men I'm just say sound stereotype, but providers. I've got to go to work. I've got to provide. I've got to do this. I've got to make the money. For me, when say myself, I'm money orientated in terms of being able to provide.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Sometimes I might physically not, and that's where I had to learn the balance. Actually, sometimes it was all about work, and as long as I'm being able to provide financially, then I'm doing my part. But as much as doing that, you also need to be there. You need to be there in present. Do you know? That's key.
But that comes with maturity that you're going to be sharing with us shortly. Because we all came from situations, especially when we're teenagers, right, where the brain wasn't there. It was in Isaiah chapter 49 verse 15, and where God says, "Can a woman forget her nursing child?" So God is challenging: can a woman forget her nursing child and not have compassion on the son of her womb? Surely they may forget. So, they could forget. It's possible because they're crazy humans, or they're humans, right? Sorry for using the word crazy, it's 2024. I will not forget you. So he used a woman as an example, as an extreme of not forgetting the child, and so much so that we've seen that marriages have been broken down because women focus so much on the child. But that's their role. God designed women like that. However, just like men have to learn to get that balance, women have to learn to get that balance, because obviously, ideally, the family is the structure of the man and the woman at the end of the day, and we can't swing any which way direction, which is why we need the author of love, and we're going to go into it later. Thank you so much for that, anonymous ending 363. We're going to go for a very short timeout right now. Could you put that salmon back on the screen? I'm just seeing that salmon. Just let me just water my eyes with it. Shane, people want to know. I've got a question. Shane, can we have your business details, please? Yeah, they're asking for your business details.
Yes.
What's your Instagram, dude?
Chef Mason Exquisite.
All right, Kat's gonna get it, and she'll put it on the channel, and you as well, because that's
Chef Mason.
Chef Mason, and yours is Exquisite. Sabrina Imani.
Stop making things up.
Oh, sorry. Changing my life. Sabrina Yvonne. We'll get it afterwards. We'll put it on the screen. All right, guys, let's go for a very short time out. Kat, what song you got for us?
We have Amazing Grace by Forrest Frank.
Oh, love it. We just got hot tunes in the breakfast show, man. Look, you guys enrich the show's playlist, man. I just want to say you guys are all awesome, including Alton, who we haven't seen since the 21 days. But you all continue to enrich our show. Yeah, absolutely awesome. We'll be right back in just a moment to get the 5 keys right after this. Hey, just a quick interruption. I know you're enjoying the show, but don't forget, if you haven't already, robustly smash the like and subscribe button. Do it now! Do it now! All right, good morning, guys. This is your breakfast show. If you just joined us, we're here every morning from 8 a.m. all the way to 10 o'clock, weekdays, Monday to Friday. And today's Tuesday, the Pursuit of Success Day. This is the day where we look at tools, tips, and ideas, where we look at these tips to help us to take our next step to achieve our definition of success. And today, we're looking at tackling success as a single parent. All right, we've had an idea. We've got Mr. Shane Mason with us here, the gourmet chef, the man with a plan. All right, this morning, yes, addressing the issues when you go to those Michelin star places and you just get like a sliver of fish with gravy and 2 dots, and you pay £150 for it. He's addressing that, considering us, right?
Yes, of course.
I believe that. That's why we're going to put your handle on the screen, because people want this in their life, like
exceptional portions of exquisite food. Yes.
You bless me. You bless me.
One day, Rob, I will.
You bless me with your words right now. Exceptional portions of exquisite food. No need to go to the kebab shop.
I might need to use that.
Yeah. You've won us all. You've won. All right. Also, to my left side, we have the one and only Sabrina Durant joining us today. How you doing, Superpower?
Very good, thank you.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure having you on the show so far, and everybody's been enjoying your work today. Everyone's been asking about what you guys do, and we're just putting your handles on the screen now. So guys, make sure you check them out and message them, see all their services as well, because we've got a lot of talent happening here. And however, they've had to manage these things, had to continue careers, had to develop businesses as single parents, right? And so far what we've learned this morning is that there are different situations that can occur, right? Different situations that can occur where the person literally, they come together, nobody's in their right mind, and then we're having a child. There's a situation where couples can be together and the relationship breaks up, but we have a child. We can have a situation, like even now, I think there's situations where there's even a culture where, I think it's a boss babe culture, where women are like, we don't need men anymore, just give me a child. That's something that's new, that as when I've been doing the research for this subject, that has actually come up, right? So we have situations that happen in life, and we have situations now in 2024 where people are, well, particularly mainly women are doing it, are creating these kind of situations. But wherever the situation is, what we're also finding out is that it's not easy. It's not easy. The moment you have someone else you have to look after, it's not easy. And from what you two are sharing with us today, it stems from who we are first. Ideal scenario, we have two perfectly well people, well balanced in mind. They come together, they plan, they have a family, and they deal with it's already a challenge being two people. Trust me, I've been married for a while, and it's not easy, right? Because men and women are different. But we're going to go into 5 keys that we have with Sabrina and Shane today. Sabrina and Shane and Sabrina. Sounds lovely.
I knew that you was going to
do
something like that. I just knew it.
SAS.
Yeah, SAS.
SAS, you know.
That's awesome. SAS. Imagine you guys have your Instagram channel. Like I will do your decor, he'll provide the food.
Yeah, I can see content.
Okay.
Okay, I'm giving too much away.
Yes.
Okay, let's get into this now, guys. So we're going to go into our 5 keys, okay? Like we said, everybody's situation is different. Everybody has different things happening. Everybody has different stories to tell, all right? But we're trying to glean certain perspectives here in order to cause some progression, all right? And let's get into this. So Sabrina, I say Kat so often, I'm calling everyone Kat these days. It's crazy. All right, what's your first one, Sabrina?
Okay, so the first one for me is the power of partnering with God.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So for me, God is the ultimate foundation and director of my life, because he guides like my values, decision making, thought processes, as well as giving me the strength and courage through difficult situations.
Okay, but what if the person says, I'm already a Christian, I believe in God already. I'm just stressed, man.
Yeah.
Does that mean I have to do a church thing? What would you say?
If they say they're a Christian already and they don't.
I believe in God already. How's that going to help me with my child? What would you say about that?
I mean, because obviously obviously when you're with God, obviously there's a lot of like messages as well, like in the Bible, stories and everything like that can kind of like encourage you, help you, empower you and strengthen you, especially when you're going through hard times. Like for example, like obviously having a child, especially when they get to that teenage age, and maybe giving you a hard time, just as I had, like when my son, there was some point where he was not doing really well at school, like he was just messing around. And so what I did was I would pray for him, I would anoint him, all those things, because that helped me to help him on a spiritual aspect of things, basically. Also it gave me the strength as well, because I had to ask God for strength, because there were times when I was just like, I can't do this is too much. And sometimes you try to do things by your own strength, you try to change your child, you try to push them, like, you know, because you want them to succeed, you want them to do well. And sometimes you might be speaking, it's not going in. So for me, it's like using the tool of prayer, like praying for your children, you know, just speaking words of life as well into them. So
powerful. And obviously you have to make sure you're responsible to make sure your channel is good, right? Because it's like from wherever you, if you're a lone parent, whether you're a parent, like if you're a single parent and the channel's not good, the child's gonna have issues at some point. They're gonna see you stressed. If there's two of you and the channel's not good, double trouble. Triple trouble with the child and then each other.
Exactly. No, just to add as well, there was a point in my life when my son got older and he was being troublesome. It would make me very angry at times. So I'd like be shouting because I was trying to control the situation by myself. But then when I was passing on this negative, then he started to become negative. And then he was like, because I'm angry, then he's getting angry. And then he would do things like punch the walls and things like that because he had this anger, because that's the kind of spirit that I was passing on to him. So it was affecting him as well. So then when I saw that, I was like, okay, I need to fall back. I need to change. That's not the way to do things, kind of thing.
And if you didn't have that spiritual side in check, because the Bible says we need to analyze ourselves to see if we're in the faith. And so there's that element of self-analysis.
Exactly.
I think what can happen with parents, we're just projecting whatever we think and what we feel, trying to do our best, but do you get me? But you wouldn't have realized that way I'm part of the problem.
Exactly.
Right? Because you would be only thinking about what you need, and I just want peace from this offspring.
Exactly. And there's a Bible verse that says, "Do provoke your children to anger."
Proverbs. There we go, man. That's a good one. Thank you for that. Put a star like a star sound effect, Kat. That's a nice one there. Yeah. Okay, that'll do. Okay, let's hear your first one, please. By the way, good morning to Ivania saying good morning, breakfast show. EDM connected, Edmonton. I wish we could see more Edmonton, you know. I really love to see more Edmonton talk, because I went to Edmonton and somebody said, I listen to the breakfast show. Man, I see you in the live chat. Why you? Why go on? Mom.
Why you there?
Why you there? How you say? And I see you. I watch me pray.
Oh my God.
Also, Sineada's with us from Stamford Hill. It's always a pleasure to have you with us, Miss Sineada. So what's your first one, Shane?
I started on a spiritual as well.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. So we're going from the center in and out. Okay. All right. And remember, there are two different mindsets, right? You got the mindsets before. So you're here now and you're seeing things from a different angle where you've come from. And our listeners might be in the middle of where you're coming from, or they might even be with the author of love, they're good with God now, and maybe they're wondering, what else can I do, to help to support my children and to achieve my definition of success, so go ahead.
I put building a relationship with God through the word, through the Bible. I think Sabrina touched a note on that as well, because I think sometimes we can be very religious, go to church and things like that, but we don't actually build a relationship with him. So for building a relationship with God and faith and action, because everybody has faith, regardless whether you believe or you don't believe, we have faith. And are we applying that faith and putting it into action? It's very key. Sabrina touched on the Bible, for example. There's lots of encouraging stories in the Bible where people use their faith, where people were in situations as we face today, and have evolved through that situation.
They've grown through it.
I think there was the story of Joseph. I can't find me. The sheep, Joseph. No, Isaac.
Joseph,
his uncle.
Yeah.
Joseph.
Jacob.
Jacob. Sorry, Jacob. So I get my names mixed up. So Jacob, and he was working for his uncle in order to marry to get his future wife. He had to work, but it was his work and it was his labor and it was what he was going through and how he was helping his uncle to be successful through his work with the sheep. So just stories that can encourage you and influence you and pick you up and you know.
Okay, so that helps to control
That's a
our
good
mindset,
tool.
right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes we can get a community, especially with social media. I know we keep talking about social media on the Breakfast Show. It's just so prevalent in our society today, and people fill themselves up with scrolling things, and the algorithm gets you what you want. And the things that you have are things of blame, anger, stress, confusion, or just odd things. Then that's what we become. So what you're saying is, you know what? Stop that. Let me see what the Bible has to say. It may not, if you're looking at it for the first time, you don't meditate on it often, it may not look appealing as an Instagram post. But what you're saying is there are things you can glean that you can actually relate to and see examples of what not to do, as well as what to do to get, like Sabrina says, God to help you. Powerful.
Yeah.
Love that.
And faith in action.
Faith in action, because you was a guy that you was in church, but you wasn't putting your faith in action one time, right?
No. And when I did, I saw the results, I saw the fruit, and I wanted more of that.
That's right. Now I just want to point that out, because you wasn't like this all the time.
No.
You, because we got problem guys, right? And there's one point where we've all been problem guys, right? And that wasn't helping as well, concerning being a single parent as well. But what you're saying is, once you got that corrected, it helped to change your mindset, challenge yourself. I think that was a cool thing, because I heard you speak about it before, and change your standards as well, right?
Yeah. Like, I never used to have the courage or the guts to go above and beyond what I thought I was capable of doing. And that's something where in my faith I challenged myself, because I believed in what God was saying. So I challenged, like, my first greatest time of using my faith, or the first time I used my faith really aggressively, I managed to get a job in ITV as a sous chef. And
so that was in your career. And as a dad, how did I evolve? Yeah.
As a dad, I evolved, like, it made me reflect, and okay, I need to change my attitude, the way I'm approaching things.
So I remember your testimony, self-control.
Yeah, having self-control, so not getting so angry at the mother of my child because she's being angry. Like, you know what? One of the things God taught me to do is sometimes put yourself in that other person's shoes. Put yourself in that person's shoes. So try and see where they're coming from rather than where you're.
Totally, Gado. Love it. All right, so that's in terms of our actions, and that can influence and impact our partner as well, isn't it?
Yep.
If we're not together. All right, number 2. This is number 3 or 2?
2.
Wow, come on then.
Okay, so the power of having balance.
Yeah.
That's my number 2. So achieving all success in all aspects of my life, so including taking care of that. Obviously that means taking care of each area, so having and maintaining good relationship with family, children, having work that fits around your lifestyle, taking care of your body and mind.
Yeah, you have to be intentional about having work that fits around your lifestyle, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. As well as taking care of your body and mind through fitness, healthy eating and so forth, taking care of your mental well-being as well. And obviously that comes through when you're nurturing your faith, like, you know.
Beautiful. So I'm seeing intentionality here, being intentional. And guess what? A person can have their partner with them and be unintentional, be unfit, don't take care of their mental health, be stressed out doing something else. It's about the human being being intentional and taking care of themselves, because sometimes we're in a situation where we can just scroll and just be lazy. Right, everyone can do it. We have a comment here from Maxine Campbell. She says, good morning, Tooting Connected. Good morning, Nat Maxine. Clive says, very powerful. It's a Tooting massive, eh? Chanel from South Africa says, God is always the foundation. Kiki says, question for Sabrina, so when a child would be very resistant and full of attitude, if you have been through that, how would you reply and deal with it? Would you raise your voice?
So now rather than raising my voice, it's about what's the word that I'm looking for?
Tone.
It is tone, but you're speaking with, is it assertiveness?
Assertiveness.
Yeah, assertiveness. That's it.
Okay, so it's gentle but assertive.
Yeah, so it's like they can see that authority.
Yeah.
That you're not being a pushover, because you don't necessarily have to shout.
That's right.
Because that also works you up as well. When you're shouting, you're angry, your blood is boiling, your heart is beating fast.
Beautiful. Thank you for that.
So just being assertive, and even trying to give them as like trying to explain to them on their level, in a way for them to understand. Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, Kiki, I hope that helped you. And Jefferson's with us this morning. Good morning, Jefferson. All right, you're number 2.
Okay. So believe in your vision and your talent and continue developing it.
Wow.
Whether that means doing your online research at home and things like that in your spare time. Doubting the doubts. Doubting the doubts. Doubting the doubts. Sometimes we got so much. Many people have different ideas and thoughts and process, but we allow those doubts to consume that vision, that belief. I put here, and that may be the what ifs and the dynamics of that industry that you're thinking to get into.
Okay.
And finding a niche. What's your niche that works for you? I think everybody has a niche like that. Salt Bay, for example, everyone knows Salt Bay, innit?
Okay.
It's a little niche, but it's something for me. It's not.
And I think this is really important because, like we touched on earlier, is that I love it, Kat. Literally, can be so caught up in the relationship issues, can be so caught up with the children that your dream gets snuffed out, and you feel like you're dealing with child 24/7, which in some cases may be the case. However, there now, especially with social media and now with the internet, we can actually find and discover things that we can do in those pockets of time. I think what you touched on about having creating structures,
balance,
because I'm even with us, even though like my kids have my wife and my parent, me and my wife and myself, if we're reckless with time, the children will follow being reckless with time. But if we are structured with time, but you have both of them. But what I'm saying is that it's our intentionality, right? It's you get the same outcome depending on. But the only thing is, if you got one person, they can dictate a bit more clearly how things kind of run. So don't let that dream work with time to get
and even on your socials. Rather than just have a page that is that is in relation with what it is you're trying to achieve. So you follow those people, those creators. So I'm a chef. I follow different chefs, different restaurants. So all I'm seeing on my news feed is continuously food. Whether it's how to run a restaurant, costings, dishes, this. It's not being filled with other rubbish.
I hear that. That's really, really good. All right, now number 3, Sabrina.
Okay, so the power of using outside resources. So you can't do everything alone. You need help. So don't isolate yourself. So in regards to like family, obviously very close friends or family that you can ask to help you as well, because that's what I did. Sometimes you have those really good friends that will help. I had a friend who used to help me pick up and take my son to school.
And I think that's something the author of Love does as well, isn't it? He provides an open door. I've noticed this. Wherever you need, so long as you put it with God, an opportunity becomes made.
Exactly. And then make use of like after school clubs, weekend activity clubs. Like there's loads of things out there that will help you as well, like to have a balance, and so that at the same time you can follow your dream or go to work or whatever. And in regards to like business, I think Shane touched upon it, like networking, like going out there, meeting different people, like you know, getting like training, being outside, like you know, to get some inspiration.
Absolutely. And now we help to develop and cultivate the dream that you have, seeing a different environment. And also, like you said, there are lots of things available. My mum just used to send me off to someone to look after me in their house. But nowadays, we actually have different facilities to support parents and single parents.
Exactly.
Apparently, like UK has the second most single parents in the world.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I got a sheet here, but all right, let's hear your number 3.
I put a time management.
Time management
is key. So when you do have those windows where a child may be in nursery or a little daycare or school, whatever window you have, when they're not around, you have to use that time effectively, because it might be an hour or 2. So then what do you do on that? Like you said, networking, go on social, do a course, do whatever is required. So when you do have more of that free time, you've already put that plan in place so to execute it well.
So being intentional once again.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is that everybody can have bad time management, right? Everybody.
I'm working on it still.
Yeah. No, but it is a thing, right? But it's something that everybody has to cultivate. Just depending on your circumstances, you have a different set of rules to work with. But time management is a thing that we can't discredit. We need to work within our situation to make the most of the time. Beautiful. Exactly. Yes, here you're number 4.
Of number 4. So the power of home and business organization. So making sure that your home is in order, it's clean, because obviously it creates a good environment as well, like for your child. Yeah. Interior designer.
I've always had this belief when I gave my life to Jesus, because my mum wasn't very good at keeping things organized, but like I said, because she had her own challenges, right? But she was a cleaner. She would make everyone else's house nice. But our house, I couldn't even invite friends over. All right. But obviously I know with the Offer of Love that she had a different situation. But when I had an encounter with the Offer of Love, I made my environment was like my brain. It isn't it?
Yeah.
That's why I like your work. Your brain, everything starts from the inside out. You know, that's what I understood. If you have clarity in your dwelling place, you have clarity here. If everything's chaos, it's twice as hard. All right.
Sorry, just to finish. So making sure that everything is organized. So not only just at home, but also in your business. So making sure, like, you know, having things like a calendar, putting in all the tasks and things that you need to do for the day, like, you know.
Beautiful.
And
beautiful. Love it. All right, Shane, number 4.
Don't confuse movement with progression.
Okay.
And Denzel said something about it the other day on social. So like sometimes you're making a lot of movement, you're having a lot of emotions, you're being active, but there's no progression. Do you understand? And progression for me is a point where there's some advancement, where there's some clients, where there's some money now coming in. Of course, that with that movement, it needs to be effective in what you're planning and how you're strategically going about setting up your business and stuff.
Beautiful.
But there needs to be progression.
All right, so demand that required from you. Don't just drift through time.
Because sometimes you're drifting, you're by that. But really, what have I progressed in? Actually, where have I excelled? Where have I evolved from?
Love
that movement.
Number 5, final one.
Okay, so the power of being creative with different income sources. So finding different ways as well, like to build yourself financially, using your skills, using your passion that you already have to create like passive income and stuff. Like, so for example, I got a wallpaper range collection that I collaborated with a company in USA.
Beautiful.
So that brings in
Beautiful.
passive income. So I'm still fulfilling my dream as well at the same time. And
love it. Beautiful. All right, number 5.
I kind of said more than one, but the last tip I'll give is find a place where you can develop in your craft, in your career. For me, I put Monday service.
Okay.
We have a Monday service, which is very encouraging, very influential, very
gives you a word of faith.
Productive in going, and that these key steps that we are given in these services helps me to move forward in my business and self-reflect. Am I moving forward?
Beautiful. So I'm seeing you got these 5 things and you start from the outside in. So no matter what our situations that we can find ourselves in as human beings, life is life. Life is going to happen. We make good choices. We make bad choices. Life is life. Different things going to happen. From what I'm getting from you guys today, like from what you've been talking about, is a lot of things that we allow to come in here with the environments that we put ourselves in and what we put out. What we put out is what we become, right? So what you say, like the Monday service, we're getting value, we're getting positive value, divine value, scriptural value, right? For us, it's maintaining us as a person. But if we find ourselves in toxic environments, around toxic things, negativity, complaining, worrying, guess what? We will have more of the same. And by the way, we got a picture of these 2 couples very, very quickly. Just if you didn't know already, these 2 met through the love therapy that we have over in Finsbury Park. So guess what? Even for single parents, guess what? love can be found or we can find someone. So obviously these two are here, they're praying, they're doing their thing with the offer of love these days, and I give God thanks. Let me send it over to you, Kat, if you haven't got it already. All right, look at this, Budov. Let's have a look. And we've got them in the studio. But I mean, for example, being a lone parent is one thing, but the importance of taking care of yourself to actually add and find someone in your life, very important, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Very. Yeah, it's key. I mean, two are better than one.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And when you find two people that, I mean, you don't need to be exact. You know, we are different people.
Yeah.
But we bring ideas, we bring thoughts to the table, and there's that care, there's that love and wanting to grow and push that person to excel, to achieve and
that's
conquer.
It. And done with the offer of love. Look at this beautiful, beautiful picture. It's the one and only Sabrina here. All right, and so he's there, making sure he's eating the food.
See,
testing
there's my
it.
hat.
There's a hat. There's a hat. There's a hat. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I wish you both could join us on Thursday, because the theme on Thursday is going to be about good and bad baggage.
Oh, wow.
So if I could have you guys again, that would be great.
I have to check my schedule.
Check your schedule. I know how it goes down. All right. But look, it's been great having you both on the show with us today.
Pleasure.
Listeners, I do hope it has added to you. Literally, let's wash our minds. Some people may watch this and be like, no, they don't know my situation. Then we will stay as we are until the circumstances moves us into something else. But if we can get some good information, see some good examples here, take some nuggets, let's go out there and win. All right, we should have this online shortly, but if you've got any comments about the show this morning, please message us on the Breakfast Show WhatsApp line. If you'd like to join the Breakfast Show broadcast, please feel free to message us once again. Maria Pedro's with us saying, good morning, BFS. Sorry, won't be able to participate, but yeah, okay, Maria Pedro. We'll have you all a blast. Love this. Okay, nice one, Mary. Guys, we're done. Yes.
Will there be a link for maybe the financial service for somebody who wants to interested in
what for Monday service?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No problem.
Yeah. So those are like, I sat on my hands. I know. All right, guys, it's been a pleasure being with you today. At 12 o'clock, we've got Soul Raising Hour. And we'll be back tomorrow on the Breakfast Show. We're going to be having a Wellness Wednesday, looking at tools, tips, and ideas to take care of the only temple we've got to live in while we're here on this earth. And we're going to make some winners. I'm going to be giving out the prizes today. After I finish this program, I'm going to be sending them off to all our previous winners. Yeah, absolutely. I love Wellness Wednesdays. Do you guys tune in on Wednesdays? Yeah.
Probably not.
You see, Kat?
Sorry.
We just find them all out, don't we? Just find them all out. You see, even Kat, like in all the things where she hates wellness, she still sits through it and acts happy. You know, Mercy's like, oh, please come back Thursday. They're looking for you guys. All right, guys. But anyway, let's have a good one. God bless you all. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you follow our Instagram channel. Check out Sabrina. Check out Shane. Check out Official Liberty Radio on Instagram. And look, we look forward to seeing you tomorrow on The Breakfast Show. I hope this has blessed you. Until next time. Dion says strong spiritual nuggets. Oh, yeah, we're good. We're caught up. All right. Ciao for now.
Ciao,
Bye.
ciao.
Okay, guys, I really hope you enjoyed that show and you actually captured that Breakfast Show vim. We laugh, we joke, we learn, and we equip ourselves for day-to-day life. If you want to see more, guess what? We're actually live with a live chat and a live video feed Monday to Fridays on libertyradio.co.uk from 8 a.m. in the morning. So don't miss a Breakfast Show beat. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and definitely connect online. And I'd like to see you there on the show. Type your name in, communicate on the morning. If you didn't already, we're also on Instagram. Check us out on Official Liberty Radio on Instagram. There's so much happening on that platform. Definitely go check it out. And I'd love to see you there. All right, have a good one.